advanced in Cesco, but what exactly is going on with Carlos Baleba and his impending move to Manchester United as Brighton look to play the long game? United must be used to this by now, but certainly the boys in charge got the right strategies to ensure that we bring in the players the boss needs in time, just like I have tried to ensure that you too start earning from the internet in time. Don't be late instinct to earn from a thing that the world is moving or rotating or revolving around, yet you spend all your days and your time on it. You cannot be there relaxing and okay doing whichever work you do, saying you cannot learn how to earn online because you're not educated, because you're too busy for whichever reason. Guys, it doesn't make sense, because honestly we spend more time on the internet, on your or our phones, more than anywhere else if you think about it. Yet that phone you spend a lot of your time on can bring in money for you if you understand how the internet converts into money. That's what I teach you for 1 hour. From wherever you are, come learn and earn quickly. Now, what's going on? So for Benjamin Cesco, like I said, personal terms agreed on the player's side. So I think that's a thing of when, not if, Cesco will certainly join Man United. And I think the reason why United were even quick to move and progress for a midfielder in Carlos Baleba is because they know they have made significant progress in trying to sign Cesco, because they wouldn't really try to do deals in situ. They would certainly has got to be one after the other. So I think clearly they are finalizing with the club to club talks on the club side on the details of the deal, and I don't think really it will take so many days from now until a conclusion is reached. Already now Newcastle are looking at options. Nicholas Jackson, well, let them go get their Jackson. Oh God. But for United now, they are quick to try and get a midfielder. Clearly, a position for me, by is the one I'm most excited about. Of all positions United has had to deal with and sort, for me, the midfielder is the one I'm most excited about, because I know how important the right midfielder is for everyone else, however good or average they are, to look good or to look at the best they can be. So I think Baleba being the guy now who is being looked at. Now, what is going on is that Brentford does not seem to be so excited about the prospect of really of really letting him go. So they will certainly try to play hard to get, but I think there is a proper chance that United can try and go in for the move, because there are even good news now that Chelsea have now started making moves for Leandro Garnacho. The latest coming in from Ben Jacobs is that Chelsea have opened initial talks for Leandro Garnacho, with United, the winger keen on the move. So United are now seeking in excess of £40 million, but Chelsea feel the price can drop if Cesco's move is completed. So that's why Chelsea were taking their time. They think United can really go for something less than 40 million quid, which I think really is on the low side already. So if it's lower than that Chelsea want, honestly, it's interesting. But I think at this point, United have figured out how they can get their money, and they don't care how much money they get from whichever player they want to let go of. For as long as they let go of them, they will be all right. I think they have figured out their sources of money, that they don't have to rely on these individual players to move or to do business elsewhere and bring in players they want. United has a net spend of about 205 million so far, third behind Arsenal and Liverpool. So you can imagine how serious Man United is and how prepared they were for this summer. So this 40 million, which is even already so little, if Chelsea feel they can drop to less, United, I think, will be willing to drop it further for them to facilitate a move away of this boy who they clearly don't want. So all this money is good money if they are going to finance the sale, the purchase of a player like Baleba, an important player that Amorim certainly needs in his team. So you can imagine if United get, let's say, 35 or even 30 million for that's profit from the sale of Garnacho, they can find somewhere to get an extra 30 to add onto that to buy Baleba. Because I still think with 60 million pounds, Baleba can be got from Brighton. I think it's possible. If they just open, at least add a player. We understand that Rasmus Højlund can be surplus requirements. United are considering letting him go. Now that Cesco is coming in, that shouldn't be a surprise that United could be thinking of letting go of Højlund. It's possible that they are planning with Zach as the backup and perhaps Obi. So I think for me, we are in a good place. There is no panic. There is no, whether Chelsea pays 40 million or less, I think United would still be okay. They have got enough money. You would wonder how they've been able to finance the purchase of all these players. They've got money from these sell-on clothes they've got with Alvaro Fernandez, they've got with Elanga, name them. So there is there is some money to work with on top of what they did when they robbed Peter to pay Paul by, of course, affecting other departments to support the football department, cutting off people, laying off staff, reducing on expenditures. Ineos operate a lean team. That's how they work in their group. Their strategy is have fewer people, but be as effective as you can be with those few people. And I think fewer is more effective. At first, it looked like there was a sort of bureaucracy they were building in the team they were constituting, but I think they were trying to figure it out and see what exactly is enough for this whole project to work right and move right in the right direction. And clearly, they seem to be spot on in whichever selections they made, most especially with the sporting director, the recruitment boy, Christopher Vivo, and definitely the boss, Ruben Amorim, and the entire team around. So that's what's going on. So you can see progress going on at Man United. I think it's our time now. We're at the center stage. Everything seems to be looking good. Soon, I think we'll be hearing something about Sancho, because it's now up to these players to figure it out for themselves, because they're the ones who really failed and they clearly want to go. So they should figure it out for themselves where they want to go, who takes them, for how much. Of course, United will have a say in that, but United at this point doesn't care about the amount. For all these players wanted out, they just want them to get off their wage bill or wage list. So that's where we are. So Baleba partnering Bruno Fernandes can still happen. People were worried, saying, where could that money come from? Guys, United, you can see how things are beginning to unfold. It can still happen. So put Baleba in that midfield, even with Tom Heaton in between the sticks, even with Altel Bayindil or Andre Onana. United will still ball and do a lot better than they did last season. But certainly that's not the plan. The plan is to get more. And the goalkeeper is top of the list after they seal their midfielder. What should be top of your list should be expediting, learning how to harvest money online. Very important. If you haven't, I'm waiting for you. Peace, love, and harmony. Yes.